Alright, tell me about you building this place now, right? What was it like before it was this that we're sitting in now, this veranda area?
When I start this particular house here, it was just a studio apartment, 6 years.
So do they cook when they're here, or
Yeah, man. And play reggae music and dance, and they lie out here. I have bench that they lie out here and get sun. And
you have a crocodile, a big crocodile on the roof of your home, right? What inspired that?
And then I meet this lady from Denmark, and then he said, "Ooh, I would do good, and your stuff look nice, and you do good in Denmark." And you know, she was here for like maybe 3 months with the maybe 28 people, and she make maybe 30 with her kids. And I have a boutique. I did have a nice boutique. I come in the newspaper, TV. I get half to put my stuff in the museum there and in the gallery. I go to enough big show, meet a lot of big artists.
So would you have had to learn Danish? So you remember any Danish?
A lot of it.
Get up something.
Kareem's Quest. Travel different from the rest. You're watching Kareem's Quest. It's always an adventure when you're watching Kareem's Quest.
Welcome to another lovely episode with Kareem's Quest, and you know I'm going all over Jamaica to find creative people. Now, beside me is who?
Oral Car from Belmont, Brookfields, Westmorland.
All right. Now, Oral is a phenomenal carpenter, somebody who built this house, and he has built other villas. And if you want to come to him villa, it's actually featured on my website, so you can go to my website, kareemsquest.com, and you can see me write my full written review. This is one of his villas that he has built. Oral, what inspired you to start building so much?
I'm an artist and I love to build. And my father did own 3 villas in Westmorland also.
Oh, really?
He did own one in Belmont called Horizon Cottage. And, you know, so I continue to do the work that he'd do, you know.
When I featured your place, people were just flocking to my website, right? And if you want to find other great places in Jamaica, I also have my free magazine, Explore Jamaica, all right? When you go to my website, you can just sign up and I'll send it to you, email it to you freely, and you can be a part of my newsletter where I give you deals every month. I go around Jamaica and find nice places and give you deals. Alright, tell me about you building this place now, right? What was it like before it was this that we're sitting in now, this veranda area?
When I start this particular house here, it was just a studio apartment with just a 1-room house, and it have a kitchen in the back.
Well, go on everybody. If you're enjoying my videos on Kareem's Quest, I've got even more great content for you. So be sure to subscribe to my channel for new episodes. And if you want to find some of the best hotels, restaurants, and hidden gems in Jamaica, check out my website, kareemsquest.com. I also curate tours and do itineraries, so feel free to email me at any time.
And one toilet and a little veranda in the front. The veranda was started from here to that window there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. So I bored in the veranda to make a bigger room. And then next time I come back from Denmark again, I add a next little piece. That's how.
Oh, so during your 15-year stay at Denmark, you'd come back to Jamaica?
Yeah, man, every year.
Okay.
Every year I have to come back. I work for it. I work hard for it. That's why I could come back every year for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. And just do little work.
And then do little work. That's why the house gets so big. That's how I have 4 rooms.
Ah. Yeah. Okay then. Now, tell me, who were you working with at the time? How many people did you work with at the time to build something like this?
Just one other guy. It's the mason.
Really?
Yeah.
So who cut up? You cut up all the board them and them thing there?
Yeah, man. I hammer the nail and yeah, man.
Isn't that laborious though?
Boy, I just love it, and I can't sit down and can't sit down, can't sit. That's how I work. It's a blue ocean, and I do it said way, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. Even in Europe, I usually do it the summer house, and I come in the paper to repair the summer house. I even build a summer house in Denmark that they don't change now. I get a little money every year off of it.
Wow.
Yeah, because it look colonial. Yeah, and they keep it. Nobody, if somebody get it, they have to maintain the looks of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about here now. You have this nice veranda area. When your guests come, where do they stay mostly?
On this front veranda, mostly they hang out. And when sometime in the morning sun, when it get too warm, they go to get a little shade on the back. Because you have also a back veranda. Yeah. And then mostly when they get too warm in the midday sun, sometimes, you know, it's just 5 minutes to the beach, so they would walk to the beach and come back and
you have a communal style kitchen, right?
They love it.
They love it?
Yeah, because you can see out, you can see the view everywhere. From when you're washing at the sink, when you're cooking, you can see the view everywhere, and then, you know, people always sit over there. Normally I have a dining table over there where you can sit down and eat, but I just moved it.
Ah.
Yeah, and 6 chairs.
So do they cook when they're here, or?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
And play reggae music and dance, and they lie out here. I have bench that they lie out here and get sun, and sometimes they go to the back and get sun, and then, you know, and then they go on trips and come back.
Do you find it amazing how much foreigners like appreciate the simple things when they're here?
Boy, they love it. Because some of them will stay here and then they say, all right, I'm gonna go to Negril for a couple of nights, and they run back here. Yeah. They say they like it here.
Quiet.
Yeah, they like it here, and they even like to mix with the visit people. This is the real Jamaica. And you know how I cook for them. I make breakfast for them if they order, and I cook for them too. They love the food.
Okay, then wow, that natural food.
And I take them around. I do trips. I take them everywhere. I know nice place. I introduce them and take them.
Okay then. Now let me ask you. Let me talk to you now about your rooms. So how many rooms are here?
In this house here, it's 4 rooms, and I rent 3 of them.
Okay.
It have a master bedroom where I stay, and then I rent the other 3. But if I get one family who want to rent the whole house, I have other place that I can rent the whole house. I just lock away one closet in the master bedroom, and then they have the whole space. It have its own toilet, and in there too, if I get like one family and they want the whole space for themselves, I can do that too, because I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even though there are 3 rooms in general always accessible, how many people can they accommodate? Are there any rooms with 2 beds or so, or every room just 1 bed?
Every room is just 1 bed.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's every room a couple is always there. It's a friend with her boyfriend or girlfriend.
Gotcha. Oh, so there's always a couple.
Yeah, man. There are always 2 couple up here and 1 couple downstairs. Yeah.
Okay then.
6 people. I just have 6 people here. Last month for the whole month.
Really?
3 weeks I have 6.
Where were they from?
From Denmark.
So you get a lot of people from Denmark?
Yeah, man. We get a lot of people because they have the boutique. So we meet people from all over the world. We meet people and they love the art, and they always tell me, I have so many cards that they give me. They tell me they're coming, but the corona, it just slowed down a whole lot, but I start to make the connection
after that,
now.
yeah, right?
Yeah, but it start to grow. You know, it just start pick up. You know, pick up so good that it just start.
It just start. Boy, listen, that is so good, and it's so great to know how much work you put in, and then you can see the results from it, right? Now, I can't help but notice you have an outside bathroom.
Yeah, man. You know, this is just one outside bathroom. We have that everybody share.
One shower.
One shower.
Yeah, because outside. The toilets are inside, but the shower
outside. Because it's. I think they love it. They love it. I tell you, they love it.
And if it's raining, is there any cover?
No, there is no cover. You know. But they even bathe in the rain. They run out in the rain, and when they're here, especially the Danish people, they go out in the rain. They don't. That doesn't matter to them.
Wow.
Because they say over Denmark they have shower inside. It's have to be inside, so they want to be outside. Everything outside.
Oh. I have a little sophistication because I saw a washing machine.
Yes, man. But the clothes have to clean up and the sheet them have to clean up and.
So even you, for your maintenance purposes, the washing machine makes sense, right?
Yeah, man, because I don't have no lady who would do it for me, you know. I just throw in everything, the towel them and get them, and then we take them down and fold them and put them back with them for there until the next people come and sheets and them thing there.
Do you see young people wanting to do things like these? How you feel about it?
Not too much. They will try to get them money, but they're not so dedicated. When if you ask them and ask help from them, they will start out and then they expect that you is making so much, so and they watch you and then they start to get miserable, most of them, because they want more than what you can pay.
Okay.
And I'm just a singer. You know, I try to keep it simple and, you know.
I get where you come from, because even with your craftsmanship, I would love for you to be able to pass that down to another generation.
Yeah, man.
Because your level of creativity is...
Pass, man. Because we reach to the level in Denmark where me take students for working experience, like, you know. So he did it, man. Whole heap of youth me teach, man. Me come in the paper and, yeah, man. Whole heap of...
When you are here, where are some places that you tell your guests that, hey, you must visit these places?
Well, like the Blue Hole Garden in Petersfield, Rowan River, because that was one of my home. And when the lagoon is up, it's like a healing. So the mosquito pain and the joint pain, arthritis pain, and you also have the cave there with the mineral spring inside of it too. And you also have like a safari tour over there too, that you have those bikes that you can move around and see the mountainside, and you have horseback riding that my father did start over there, and he left it with another guy over there. So I keep taking people back, because that's also part of my roots. That's where I start before I come to Belmont. We buy the place in Belmont, and then we buy a place in Treasure Beach at Calabash Bay. And then we get rid of everything, because my father developed a cancer, and my stepmother started to have like, what she said, like, it's also a cancer too.
How old were you at this point?
When they do that? I was about maybe 40 something.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going back and forth from Denmark. And they decided to sell everything, and I come here and start this one and start that one over there.
Yeah.
Never give up, you know.
How long did it take for you to finish building this?
Building this, but it's not finished.
I know, but I get you to get it to an acceptable point for you.
Well,
how long did it take?
Well, it take maybe 20 years, you know, in some kind of way, you know, because when, you know, yeah, man, because me go back and forth, and when me come home, when me decide that after me spend the 15 years and come back now, that's the time I was, you know, arranging the whole thing so I could be here and have some other guests here, and I feel comfortable in a way. So I change up the whole top of the house and put a new balcony and, you know.
Do you think you're going to be making any other changes?
Yeah, maybe later.
What do you think? What is one thing that is at the forefront of your mind?
On the forefront of my mind, for this place? For this place is maybe we're gonna make my own liquor ranch over here on the kitchen top here.
Really?
We're gonna take off the kitchen top because I have roof already, and put the roof higher and make my room up here. And then all the guests is here, down here.
Oh, nice.
And then I put my room up here. That's the next step I want to do to this, and then I leave it alone. Then I try to...
Until something else creative coming ahead.
I want to paint it over now, because you can see the painting it's not so nice again. So I want to start to
I literally have seen your work before, and even though it's just you alone, you get stuff done. But it's still amazing to know that you alone, you know, take on so much. Like, do you think you move faster than if you worked with somebody?
Yeah, man, me move faster, man. Because I don't have nobody interrupt and ask me what me I do. when me make it, then me show them and they say, why, how you do this and how you do so much of them one time and how give idea for the whole of them and, you know. Because all of these baskets, yeah, it's one day me sit down and just say, all right, me just make basket.
Okay.
Just like the chairs, them one day me sit down and me say me make 4 chairs. That's how me do it, you know.
So even this chair that I'm sitting on, you made it?
Yeah, man.
And the one that you're sitting on too?
Yes, and the table and what he sit down on the mermaid one.
Okay.
Yeah. And all my beds in my house and all my, I don't go to courts and buy nothing, everything. My windows, yeah. Even this one too, this head here. I make.
You make all of them?
Yeah, man.
Wow. Wow, that is very commendable in terms of for you to have that level of creativity, especially from such a young age, right?
Me live off it, man. I hit me live off of. From me stop to the barbering, I don't work for nobody like in certain type of way. Like if they have a project and they give it to me and I arrange it and make sure say it happen and you know. Yeah, but otherwise I don't really like go to work every day first. I just live off my art and my. That's what I do.
That's the blessing where you get, and that's how you plan to use your blessing.
And my extension with my room them and share my place with the people that I meet in Denmark and people who tell people that when they come here they have a nice time and they like my place. So because you know it's nice and I have a good communication with the community.
Because there's a school above you too, right?
Yeah, there's a starter school right here, and you have the high school just 5 minutes up there.
Belmont High School.
And all the kids, they come to this playground to exercise, so they pass here, they run down the hill, run up back training, and yeah, even the young kids, them, you know, they pick the cherries and they say Rastaman, and yeah, man, and they love them too, you know, and the tourists get to rap with the kids, and they love that. When they go to the hotel, you know, everybody cage them from the village people. And so,
true.
Yeah, they tell me that. So when they come here, they get to blend with the village people and the old people too. I have some old guys too who take them on tours and show them about herbs and help them if they want to cure with herbs. And even myself, I do that too in my cooking.
Yeah, because you taught me something about moringa. You taught me about that the something they can eat, the leaves can eat.
I have everything. I have so much that I reap now need to sell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So at about what age were you first conscious that you had that creativity to you?
At about maybe 14, 15.
Yeah? What were you doing then?
I started to make art. Like in the jewelry and necklaces and furnitures too.
Really?
Yeah. I make for my grandmother and from my stepdad. Yeah, and he was doing barbering and I catch a trade and I was doing art in the barbering. I could make any design on the skull. I could make even something look like you or you know anything I could put on the skull.
Really?
I usually get mass amount of money for it, but I.
So you used to put people design on people here?
Yeah, man. If you want a Nike hook or Adidas plume or anything, I usually do that before I decide that I really want to be a Rastaman, you know? And then I decide that I'm gonna stop that now and.
Okay, you turn Rasta at that point.
Pay attention to my art now. And
when did you know like you had it, like you had a talent? Was there a moment when somebody said, boy, they paid you a certain type of money or, you know, just something?
Man, in the barbering, man.
Eh?
I get mass amount of money. I mean, I have my own t-shirt, I have my own, you know, cards, and I have my shop. And I leave it, I just walk out of it and leave it to one of my friends. I still have it now.
Wow, so your next move was to walk out of it and do what?
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. And then I was selling the jewelry on the beach and go to different craft show and selling the jewelry. And then I meet this lady from Denmark. And then he said, "Ooh, I would do good in your stuff look nice and you do good in Denmark." And you know, she was here for like maybe 3 months with the maybe 28 people, and she make maybe 30 with her kids.
Yeah.
And then I become the tour guide from them, and then I tour them, and then they go away, and then she come back again, and and she want to invite me. And I asked for a tourist visa, and I go to Denmark, and then when the tourist visa was up, she said she want to we become friends now, and then I get married, and I end up there for 15 years. And
You spent 15 years in
15
Denmark?
years, yeah, I tell her dance also. Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, man.
In Denmark, they speak Danish?
Yeah, man.
So would you have had to learn Danish? So you remember any Danish?
A lot of it.
Get up something.
Like when you want to ask somebody, what is your name? You say, Vahilda do? And like where you coming from, they say, what do come fa?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're
And,
in
and,
Denmark.
and if you want to ask him what language you speak, and you would say, or you tell him, yeah, I tell her English or Danish or Spanish or.
Okay. Okay then. So you're in Denmark for 15 years. What is life like for you as somebody who grew up from Westmorland? What were you doing in Denmark for that duration?
I was doing my art. I end up. They like my stuff, and I keep doing my art, and then.
Were you making jewelry?
Yes, and then I make jewelry, and then I start to make furnitures again, and I have a boutique. I did have a nice boutique. I come in the newspaper,
Okay.
TV. I get half to put my stuff in the museum there and in the gallery. I go to enough big show, meet a lot of big artists.
And you are this self-taught person from Jamaica.
Yeah, and then I decide to come home back.
Why? Why decide to come home?
Because then most of the day was like this.
Bleak.
Yeah, and most of the time I have to be inside. And serve with oxygen because it's cold. So I decide that here is more open, and I think it's more for me. I don't say it's not good for the Danish people or because they grow
They
into
like
it.
it, yes.
That's their roots and their culture, but I feel more healthier here. But I still have kids there that I can visit, and still have my papers I can visit anytime.
So you're coming back to Jamaica now after 15 years of being absent. What's that like for you now, acclimating yourself? I mean, it's your hometown, but you're still, for 15 years, you weren't present.
Well, my house was still up.
Okay.
And that was just a studio apartment, the next house over there. Yeah. So I come back and I add to that house, make it 2-bedroom, and then I add to this one too, because upstairs here was just one big, like a big hall.
Okay.
The room was just downstairs, and upstairs was just like a big hall.
So what going into your mind now, what are you thinking of in terms, because you need to sustain yourself. So when you decide you're gonna start
share my place with the people.
Oh yeah, that's when you turn it into
and sell my work, and so I have something to live off, you know, and then, you know, don't have everything for myself. I share everything with the people.
Okay. I get you.
And get something out of it, you know. I meet a lot of people that send a lot of people back to me, you know, because I haven't set up the Airbnb page.
I'm gonna tell you, say you have to set it up. So for now, you can get access to him through my website, but I tell him you have to set up your Airbnb and other things. But anyway, that's what makes being here so natural and nice. And if you like rustic type feeling, and if you notice like the old wood and them things there, that's what it's like. And his jewelry store is also here. So your jewelry store, was this built at the same time that you were building the house, or you built the house first?
Yeah, it's the same time that I was building the house. I have one, it was just one part.
Okay.
And then after I come back, I make it a little bigger. I make a next part so I could work over here and show a little work over there.
I noticed that you have a crocodile, a big crocodile on the roof of your home, right? What inspired that?
It's just the wood carving. It's just a part of my art, you know, because the crocodile is a heavy signature. I see it on the money, and I see it,
Yes,
you know,
true.
in weird places in Jamaica. So it's a part of the our nationality, you know. So
Doesn't the rain affect it though, Oral?
no, it's cedar wood, so the rain doesn't really.
You have got to explain to me a little bit
The
more about
cedar
the
wood.
different type of wood.
Yeah,
So
man.
cedar wood, is it more durable?
Yeah, it's the same wood that you can use in the boat and the water.
Oh,
They
really?
used to do like the interior of the boat and you know the
Really?
cedar. Yeah.
So cedar, it doesn't, what, it takes less care?
When it wet, it expand instead of swing or you know it
Okay.
expand and get tighter. Yeah, and when it dry, then it hold back the same. So a lot of people use it for furniture and special work.
Okay then. Jewelry first.
Yeah.
What jewelry do you think is your signature jewelry? What type of jewelry is your signature jewelry?
Boy, I don't stay one place. I make everything that I get order for. I make everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I copy a lot of jewelry for people who sometimes they lose one earring and they want but the other one, and then I make the other one.
Okay.
And then I make like crosses, like this Skeptic cross. I make them for like Rastaman, you know, like I make it for, it's I think I make one for Junior Kelly, and I make one for Warrior King, and
Wow.
you know, and I make one for Jaturb and some other from Ghana, and one other guy called Jadil, he's from Morocco. So I always make, and I also make glasses too. You can order like your eyeglasses if you have your lens too.
Okay, so you do the frame
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah, and I make wedding bands too. You can order your wedding band from me too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and if your necklace broke, I can mend it back. And
I've seen him at work
clean.
already, and
Yeah.
he has this tree house, and we're going to get to a bunch of them. No, all right. So whenever people come here, so they can get countless stuff, and you know, I mean, they can enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you have done so much in terms of planting and, you know what I mean, just different things like that. And let me ask you, for somebody who has traveled so much, what do you think foreigners, especially Europeans, find fascinating about Jamaica? Especially because you would have toured most of Europe too.
Yes, it's nice. Well, they just love the artistic of Jamaica and the roots of Jamaica and the climate.
Okay.
Yeah. And they love the I don't know, they love Jamaican man.
Yo, the man said can't hide a partner.
I have enough of my guests them say, oh, can you find a friend like you, somebody.
But guess what? In all fairness, they like Rasta men, not bald men, right? They prefer the Rasta men, don't it?
Oh, some of them, they have their difference. Some of them have their difference. And
Okay, well listen, if you're watching Kareem's Quest up to this point, please like and subscribe the video, right? And as well as share it with as many people as possible. I love sharing these content with you. I love going around Jamaica and finding talented people who have great stories to tell, and Oral is one of them. Oral, thank you so much. This is a lovely place. What you call it again? Oral, what's your name? Oral's Villa, right?
Oral Villas.
Right, so it's Oral's Villa, right? And you can find the full review on my website, kareemsquest.com. You can also view other interesting places in Jamaica. So if you want to come to Jamaica and you know you want to, an itinerary and things like that, you can reach out to me via email. You can get that information from me, and we can build an itinerary that gives you a truly immersive experience of Jamaica. As usual, you're always welcome to join the quest. Big up, Oral.
Every time. And thank you for coming back, Mr. Quest.
All
I
right.
really appreciate it.
Don't it? But tell you from the first time somebody come back, you know.
Respect, man. Respect.
All right, cool.
Thanks.